adwadifo enoma epo said ye beya wo beti ase ye ni so ade hunu ne se ye besom ni asom sompa Ghana Shippers Authority ewo Ghana Shippers House Ridge Accra Gapoha Towers Tema NCA Building 4th Gardens Echupe Kumasi Takrade Shippers Center Takrade Yamusa Building Sansuna Gumbihini Tamale yewo complaints unit ewo Elibu Paga Aflau Boda Sansuna Kutuka Wiem Shenjinabia Ena Takotel Takrade Fred 0302666915 and I toll free number 0800300055.
Ghana Shippers Authority, providing shipping solutions.
Gracefield morning, a warm welcome to Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact the Mother Shippers House in Accra, and it's also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. You can also join us on YouTube live on Omanfm and also tune into Ashfm in Kumasi for more Maritime and Port News. I am Nanisi Boateng. Let's move straight to our stories this morning. Ghana and Denmark has signed 2 green agreements to boost cooperation to combat climate change. The 2 agreements are geared towards zero emissions in maritime transport and water efficiency and conservation. In a statement, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said Ghana is an important partner of Denmark in West Africa, especially in the areas of peace and security, including maritime security, economic growth, and trade. The 2 leaders have therefore affirmed their commitment to deepen the ties of friendship between their nations. This happened at the visit of the Danish Prime Minister to Ghana. He applauded the Danish Prime Minister for her contribution to the fight against piracy in the Gulf of Guinea. Denmark is one of the primary seafaring nations in the world. Between 30 and 40 Danish-operated ships cross the Gulf of Guinea daily. The country has deployed a naval frigate to the Gulf of Guinea until April 2022. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo told Ms. Frederiksen, the Prime Minister of Denmark, that the linkage between the piracy and the jihadist insurgency was an obvious one which will put West Africa in flames. Let's listen.
There are a lot of things that are working between our 2 countries that should provide the basis for strengthening the relations even in future. And I believe that this visit of yours provides us a base for inspiring and igniting and consolidating that relationship. So it's good of you to have come. As you know, in February, I believe it is now being scheduled for February, there's going to be also a meeting between the African Union and the European Union in Brussels. It is going to provide us an opportunity for the leaders on both sides to come to grips with some of the major issues of the world today, the issues of jobs for young people, security issues. We have the jihadist insurgency, the Sahel in West Africa, that continues to pose a major threat to the security of our various nations in West Africa. ECOWAS. We have also the growing menace of the pirates in the Gulf of Guinea, a development that you have responded to. And I think that we have to applaud you for your courage in taking this decision to provide some sort of military response to the work of the pirates. And the nightmare in West Africa, of course, is the obvious one. A linkage between the pirates and the jihadists would put West Africa in flames. And we have to do everything possible to prevent that linkage. But these and the issues of growth, economic relations between Europe and Africa, these are the things that are going to be on the table from our side in Brussels. And we expect that your government will take a very progressive position on many of the issues. We appreciate the world view that animates the work that you're doing in Denmark and within the European Union.
Ms. Frederickson, on her part, expressed her country's readiness to help protect Ghana's ocean and address other issues such as security, poverty, and unemployment. Let's hear her.
We also have a lot of future things on our table. Climate changes, just to add another topic to the agenda. We were just talking about what's happening in your region because of climate changes. Then poverty rates and migration starts, and it brings a lot of different problems with it. And we need to respond to the climate changes both in Africa and in Europe, and to build a stronger bridge between us when it comes to climate changes. We also already discussed the problems with radicalization in Africa, and you just said that what you fear is if we see the combination between the pirates and jihadism. It's very understandable that you fear that, and of course we are very glad and we're also proud that we are just some few minutes from here at the sea, because it's a common interest to protect our oceans and the security problems that you are facing and we are facing, and that we are facing worldwide. So the maritime security is a high priority for Denmark, and we are very happy for our cooperation and that we are in the Gulf of Guinea, of course.
You heard Ms. Frederickson. She is the Prime Minister of Denmark. In other stories, Greece has become the third biggest ship-owning national in the world since January this year, with its total value increased from $93.2 billion at the beginning of the year to $145 billion, according to data published by Vessel Value, the leading online valuation and data provider for the shipping, offshore, passenger, and super yacht industries. Meanwhile, China has moved the first place, Japan in second, with the US fourth behind Greece, followed by Singapore, Germany, South Korea, UK, Taiwan, and Norway. According to the report, Greece is the largest tanker owner, and although earnings have been lingering at record lows, there has been an increase to spot rates, which have brought up values for the entire fleet. New building values and hence resale values have also increased between 20 to 30% across VLCCs, Suezmaxes and Afrimaxes since the beginning of the year. China's increasingly extreme COVID-0 policies are standing in the way of a full recovery for the shipping industry and prolonging a crisis that snared ports and emptied shelves worldwide. In its attempt to keep the virus out, China continued to prohibit crew changes for foreign crew and recently imposed as much as a 7-week mandatory quarantine for returning Chinese seafarers. Even vessels that have refreshed their crews elsewhere have to wait 2 weeks before they are allowed to the ports in China. To comply, ship owners and managers have had to reroute ships, delaying shipment and crew changes, adding to the supply chain crisis. The world's biggest exporter, China, is a key hub for the shipping industry. It is also the last country to hew to the COVID-0 policy, with increasingly radical measures. Around the world, factories, shipping, and consumers are still adjusting for the pandemic that's not going anywhere. Supply shortage are showing signs of easing in the US, but worsening in the UK. Some ports in Asia are getting less congested, but in California, loaded vessels are still piling up. Ship managers and operators are calling for China to relax its restrictions and government to prioritize seafaring and shipping, or risk continued disruptions that may go deeper as mariners bear the brunt of the toll. In our final story, the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, has reiterated its commitment to support the Africa Continental Free Trade Area after initiative aimed at promoting intra-Africa trade. The Deputy Chief Executive Officer responsible for technical operations at the FDA, Mrs. Ikuya Amate, speaking to the media on the sidelines of the just-ended second Intra-Africa Trade Fair held in Durban, South Africa, said FDA would want to advocate for the speedy harmonization of regulatory requirements across the continent to reduce undue cost that businesses incur while trading their product across the continent. On that note, to wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. You can contact them at the Shippers House in Accra, and also supported by Amin Scientific and Alternative Medical Hospital. Amin, God is our healer. My name is Nanesi Boateng, producer. Kwekwa Bwaji. Have a great Maritime and Port Day.
Go. Wake up to a fresh morning. National Agenda, your number one morning show.
Now, minimum so a politician and that's all your political science. Minimum say politics and political science and economics. But you can't totally assume the role of Domfe and Boateng. Yeah, the same person, and then you are kicking against this.